You think you know Selena Gomez, the Disney whiz kid, the pop star who rocked the charts, the icon who took on tabloids and Hollywood pressures with brutal honesty? Well, think again. What most folks don't see is the invisible empire she's quietly built far from the intense glare of traditional fame. Imagine a young woman who, even before hitting 30, orchestrated a billion-dollar movement. A woman who turned vulnerability into strength and a diagnosis into a business revolution. Did you know the road to the financial success and freedom she enjoys today started in a way very few dared to predict? And what's more, did you know that at one point she was on the edge of a cliff, facing not just the pressures of fame but also an invisible battle that almost wrecked her? This ain't just a video about how Selena Gomez got rich. It's the story of a strategic mind, a resilient soul, and a vision that went way beyond entertainment. It's about how she became one of the most powerful names, not in music or movies, but in the billion-dollar world of business. Get ready to uncover the secrets behind a fortune few truly get, and figure out why underestimating this woman was, maybe, the biggest blunder in recent pop culture. The rise of an unseen mogul to get a handle on the sleeping giant Selena Gomez became in the business world. We gotta rewind. Long before billion-dollar cosmetics and mental health funds, there was Alex Russo, a teenage wizard with unstable powers and undeniable charisma, who charmed millions on Disney. The jump from child star to adult pop icon is a tricky path, full of traps and super rare lasting successes. How many Disney phenoms managed to not just survive but thrive and dominate a whole new universe? The business one? Almost none. The common and maybe most naive mistake was to underestimate the smarts and ambition behind that sweet smile. While the world saw the artist, the singer, and the actress, a silent metamorphosis was happening. Selena wasn't just a hit-making machine. She was a sharp observer, a mind tuned into the market's ins and outs, public psychology, and more importantly, her own experiences and vulnerabilities. She grasped something fundamental. Fame, by itself, isn't a destination, but a platform. What few realized was that behind the headlines about her relationships and health, Selena was soaking up priceless lessons, building a network of contacts, and maturing a vision that stretched far beyond dropping another album. The pressure was massive, the exposure brutal, but every challenge, every jab, every moment of fragility was, somehow, shaping the businesswoman who would emerge. It was like, with every public stumble, she was paving the way for a secret triumph that few could have seen coming. Many looked at her and just saw another celebrity with their inevitable career and personal life ups and downs. They couldn't see the seed of an empire sprouting in the quiet. An empire built not just with talent, but with sharp strategic smarts and a deep understanding of what really moves people. Their insecurities, their desires, their hopes. And what if I told you that the same mindset that let Selena turn her public image into a tool for business power can be turned on and beefed up inside you? If you feel like there's untapped potential simmering inside you, a mindset that needs tweaking, to think like the big guns who change the world, like Selena, Oprah, or Elon Musk, then maybe a key tip could be to explore something that can help you. There's a method that promises to rewire your view of success. Activate your millionaire mindset in just 7 days, using a science-backed approach. You can find more info about that in the first pinned comment. Keep watching to see how Selena pulled this off and then decide if you're ready to take your next step. Purpose-driven empire. The birth of rare beauty. Most folks see the glitz, the glam, the finished product, but what really goes down behind a brand that hits billions? It's a journey of pain, vision, and a whole lot of guts. Selena Gomez was at the peak of fame and at the same time battling her most private struggles. The lupus diagnosis, the kidney transplant, the fight with anxiety and depression. All of that didn't weaken her, quite the opposite. It lit a fire, a need to make a difference that would go beyond entertainment. It was during this period of deep thinking that she spotted a glaring gap in the cosmetics market. It wasn't just about makeup, it was about the pressure for perfection, about unreachable beauty standards. The industry was packed with promises of transformation, of hiding flaws. But what about embracing and celebrating uniqueness? Nobody was talking about that authentically. Selena realized people didn't need another product to feel pretty, but rather something that would help them feel good about themselves, to accept themselves as they are. Rare Beauty's mission wasn't just to sell lipsticks and foundations, but to push self-acceptance and mental health. It was a brand with purpose, a direct reflection of Selena's most private experiences. Rare Beauty stood out from traditional brands not through aggressive marketing or empty promises, but by its radical authenticity. Its philosophy was that makeup should highlight natural beauty, not hide it. The name Rare wasn't about being exclusive, but about celebrating what makes us unique, what makes us rare. It was a huge gamble, diving into a market ruled by giants with decades of experience and unlimited budgets. But Selena had something money couldn't buy: a real story, a visceral connection with millions of people, and the guts to be vulnerable. Can you imagine the pressure of launching $1 billion business with your own mental health and well-being on the line? But it was exactly that authenticity, that courage to lay bare her own struggles, that clicked with the public like nothing before. She wasn't just cooking up a cosmetics line, she was building a community, a movement. And if you're also looking to build something meaningful in your life, whether in your business, your career, or your finances, it's key to get the mindset behind folks who turn challenges into chances. The ability to spot gaps where others just see a saturated market, to turn your own story into an empire. Believe it or not, this way of thinking can be trained. The strategy behind $1 billion brand building. $1 billion empire takes more than a good idea. It takes ruthless strategy. Rare Beauty didn't blow up by accident. Selena Gomez, with her team of visionaries, pulled off a digital attack plan that totally rewrote cosmetics marketing. She already had millions of followers. But the question was, how do you turn that influence into real engagement, real sales, and a global movement? The answer was in social media, but not in the old-school way. Instead of generic campaigns, Rare Beauty went all in on using digital influence effectively. Selena herself became the ultimate ambassador for her brand, sharing not just products, but also her makeup routines, vulnerabilities, and self-acceptance messages. It was personal, it was real, and it was impossible to ignore. She wasn't selling a lipstick, she was sharing an experience, a philosophy. And then came TikTok, the short video giant that changed the game for Rare Beauty. Where other brands struggled to figure out this new platform, Rare Beauty nailed the art of going viral. Products like the Soft Pinch Liquid Blush became a sensation. Get ready with me videos and quick tutorials flooded the platform. People weren't seeing ads, they were seeing fellow influencers and Selena herself using the products in a way that felt genuine. It was the 21st century word of mouth at warp speed. On top of that, Selena and her team were masters of strategic partnerships and global distribution. The brand didn't stick to a niche, it went for global reach. Sephora stores became a key selling point, letting millions of consumers get their hands on the products. This combo of massive digital presence with strategic distribution created an unstoppable sales machine. Think of every TikTok video, every review, every post, as a piece of a puzzle that perfectly fit together to form the picture of a huge success. And this is where one of the biggest lessons lives. Unlocking success like this isn't about luck, it's about mindset, about the ability to see opportunities where others just see noise. It's about having the discipline to use tested strategies and the guts to innovate. If you've ever wondered how successful people seem to spot opportunities where you see nothing, maybe it's because they think differently. If the idea of unlocking mental patterns that keep you from getting rich appeals to you, if you want to turn on brain areas linked to motivation and decision-making like the wealthiest people in the world, then a valuable tip for you is to seek knowledge about it. There's a program that promises to rewire your mind to think like the richest and most successful people in the world, activating mental patterns that favor success. The link for more info is in the first pinned comment. Think of it as a tool to sharpen your own business and life vision. More than makeup. Selena's billion-dollar financial blueprint. The numbers themselves tell a story, but what do they really mean? Rare Beauty isn't just a makeup brand, it's a financial phenomenon. In a short time, the company hit a mind-blowing valuation of $2 billion. That's right. With the American dollar worth 5 Brazilian reais or more, imagine the power of that number in terms of wealth generated for Selena. The crucial detail here isn't just the company's total value, but Selena Gomez's majority stake in it. Unlike many celebrities who lend their names to product lines for royalties or small percentages, Selena kept a substantial chunk of rare beauty. That means most of this giant financial pie belongs directly to her. Her vision, her brand, her fortune. But Selena Gomez's fortune isn't just about rare beauty. While it's her biggest source of wealth, she's a sharp investor. Diversifying investments is rule number one for anyone looking to build lasting wealth, and Selena got that early. She's got investments in real estate, in other companies, and in portfolios that crank out passive income. She's constantly looking for new revenue streams, making sure her financial empire is solid and can withstand any market bumps. It's the difference between having money and having sustainable wealth. Selena isn't just spending what she earns, she's multiplying it. In a world where fame is fickle and careers can be short-lived, she's built something that goes beyond the entertainment cycle. A financial base that guarantees her freedom and influence for decades. The lesson here is clear. Lasting financial success is a mix of strategic vision, hard work, and the right investment mindset. It's not just about making a lot of money, but about knowing how to manage it and make that money work for you. It's the same mindset that lets big entrepreneurs like Selena see beyond the obvious, build robust structures, and secure not just themselves, but also a legacy. If you're digging uncovering these financial and strategic behind-the-scenes, hit that like button on this video and subscribe to the channel. That way you won't miss the next stories of invisible empires we're building. The Rare Beauty Blueprint: Purpose, Innovation, and Impact. Selena Gomez's story with rare beauty goes way beyond just a cosmetic success story. It's a real-deal handbook on purpose-driven entrepreneurship and innovation in markets that seem totally packed. The first and most crucial lesson is how important it is to line up purpose and business. Selena didn't create rare beauty to get richer, though that happened. She created it from personal pain, from a genuine need to change the conversation about beauty and mental health. That authenticity and purpose became the bedrock of her brand, something no amount of marketing investment can copy. Many folks try to jump into markets where giants already exist. The point isn't to duck competition, but to spot opportunities in saturated markets. Selena did that by realizing the beauty industry focused on perfection, while people were looking for acceptance. She didn't sell a product but a solution for emotional pain, a message of inclusion. That's innovation, looking at what everyone else is doing and finding a different angle, an emotional niche nobody's filling. This approach links directly to self-determination theory, a psychology concept that digs into how much autonomy, competence, and connection with others matter for human motivation. Selena, with Rare Beauty, didn't dictate beauty standards but empowered her consumers to feel autonomous in their own beauty, competent in their choices, and connected to a community that accepts them. She didn't just sell makeup, she sold well-being and belonging. And that's why the brand resonates so deeply with its audience. It's this mindset that sets the big players apart from everyone else. It's not about having the most groundbreaking idea, but about the ability to execute a common idea with an uncommon purpose, with an approach that touches people's hearts and minds. If you feel like your financial or professional life is stuck, that your mindset might be stopping you from seeing the huge opportunities all around you, maybe it's time to reevaluate your thinking patterns. People like Selena Gomez weren't born with this mindset ready to go. They developed it. And if you're looking to unlock the secrets to rewire your brain to think like the richest and most successful people in the world, activating the brain areas linked to motivation, discipline, and decision-making, there's a method that promises to reprogram your vision of success in just 7 days. It's science-based and could be a game-changer for your journey. You can find more info about that in the first pinned comment. Beyond billions, Selena's social impact and enduring legacy. Rare Beauty's success isn't just measured in billions of dollars, but in the social impact it's created. Selena Gomez didn't just launch a brand, she created the Rare Impact Fund, pledging 1% of all rare beauty sales to support mental health initiatives. This is proof that a business can be profitable, and at the same time deeply socially responsible. She turned her own struggle into a platform to help millions. This initiative not only beefed up the brand's image but also culturally influenced, redefining beauty standards and encouraging a more open conversation about mental health, especially among young folks. In a world obsessed with filters and perfect appearances, Selena Gomez brought a breath of fresh air, championing authentic beauty and embracing imperfections. She showed that vulnerability can be a powerful force, and that true beauty comes from the inside out. Selena Gomez's legacy then goes way beyond entertainment. She won't just be remembered as the pop star or the charismatic actress. She'll be remembered as a visionary entrepreneur, a mental health advocate, and a force for change who used her platform and her fortune for the greater good. She built an empire not just of money, but of meaning. Her story is a testament that a success mindset isn't just about piling up stuff, but about building something that impacts, inspires, and lasts. If you made it this far and this story sparked something in you, hit that like button on this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next stories of fortunes and success we're going to uncover. And now, the burning question: what celebrity story would you want to see next on the channel? Drop your suggestion in the comments below. We want to know what other invisible empire you'd like us to reveal. Finally, if you resonated with this quest for a stronger mindset to nail your financial goals, know that this way of thinking can be trained. The millionaire brain can be reprogrammed. To find out more about a method that promises to help rewire your mind for success in just 7 days, check out the link in the first pinned comment of this video. You might just find your next step to activate that billionaire mindset and to keep your journey of discoveries and insights rolling. Click on the next video that pops up on the screen.